So we have, so that's the fire station we have. We can put a big fire station in, but we already have coverage. I think having more small stations is better than having a few large stations. The thing is, I've seen some reviews of the game, and some people talk about problems with the traffic simulation later on. So if you have a large station that covers a wide area, but it requires your police cars and fire trucks to travel a long way, it might be difficult on the traffic simulation later on. And so I'm not sure I want to do that. I'm not sure I want to use them because I have seen people have problems with the traffic, basically. I think I'm going to put a botanical garden right there. I'm going to demolish a few houses, but that gives us a pretty good coverage of the areas we want, I think. Alright, let me just put that there. Yes, be happy. Enjoy your parks. Alright, and then we continue to wait because it's not filled in. And that's not really filled in neither. Is it filled in? Can I check? Not quite filled in. Alright, we'll just let that run. Let the game run for a while. Apparently the game slowed down after I paused it. Oh no, the speed control. The numbers 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3 is the speed control. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is the zoning. There's no hotkeys for roads that I know of. Maybe there is and I just can't find it. Yes, grow, grow. Check the traffic. It's okay. The traffic's okay. Looks fine to me. Intersections are slightly problematic, but doesn't seem too bad. How far does it? Okay, so the dark red is the issue. We're not up to the worst. I don't know. Like if you just look at the traffic like that, it seems fine, right? The cars are not actually jammed in any way. So if you just look at the simulation, it doesn't seem to be any problems. I don't know what the game's talking about. Oh, do we upgrade roads? Do we upgrade roads to trees? Wait a minute. Do we do that? It made one person slightly happier. It made one person... Okay, well it does make people a bit happier. I guess we do that. I guess we just put some trees down. I don't think it matters for there. I don't know, I think we're planting a lot of trees and not that many people benefit from it. But okay. Let me just put trees down on those locations. Does it mean that people can't park on the side of the road anymore? Because look, there's cars parked on the side of the road there. But once you put the trees down, they don't park on the side of the road. Is that just decoration, or are those actual people whose cars need a place to be parked? Alright, well that makes a few people a little bit happier. So I guess that's worth it. What if I plant trees next to factories? Okay, the businesses care, the factories don't really care about the noise. The businesses are definitely happier with trees. So let me do that. I don't know, there seems to be a little, like, no effect next to the residential areas. I guess the traffic isn't that bad next to the residential areas anyway. Oh well, you know, that made them really happy. And then these guys don't respond, right? I don't know. I don't know why some people are happy and some people are not. It makes the city look a bit better, but look, nobody's smiling. Nobody's approving of these particular. Okay, that one. Okay, nobody cares about these. Alright, well, let's just assume that there's not enough traffic around here to justify putting trees around things. Let me just do that. Like, I guess closer to the main roads I'll put some trees down maybe. And then not the rest. Can I actually see the noise pollution? Noise pollution, there you go. Oh, alright, I get it. Noise pollution because... Yeah, okay, so the noise pollution is mostly there. So you put the trees where it matters. Again, you can't actually look at the info view and your city at the same time. I don't understand why they... Because, like, it matters because you're trying to put these things where the noise pollution is, but you can't see where the noise pollution is when you don't have the view open. So there's a bit of noise pollution here, right? Or actually, no, it depends on the traffic. It just disappeared. Let me just zoom out. Ooh, power. Need more power. We need more power. Right. Right. Almost. Right there. Right there. And in fact, let me just put in a few of them. Like, maybe like 3 of them. Just so we don't have to worry about it anymore. A new building? No, I don't want to put down the new buildings. I know there's a new building. I don't believe in large centralized services because you need to travel more. And the traffic simulation is problematic in this game. Should I put down one more? I guess there's no harm in putting down one more. We'll use it eventually. Might not actually need it right now, but eventually we'll need it. Alright, good. What was I doing? Looking at noise pollution? Yeah, so there's not much around here anyway. There's a lot around here. There's still no demand for commercial zones. That's kind of crazy. Because these guys are very, very far from the nearest commercial zones. Now there's a lot of demand for offices. Oh, these guys are on fire. Well, that sucks for them. There is a fire station here, right? What does the icon say? Not enough workers. Where did I put the police station and fire station? The fire truck is there. Returning to station. Why was it not moving? It wasn't... What just happened? It just sat there. Okay, well the fire is... Was it putting out the fire from here? Maybe it was. What's going on? There's demand for residential zones. And demand for... industry and offices. Actually, does the fertility matter? Look. operating normally. Because some of this land is not actually good fertile areas for... There's 3 jobs available. Wait a minute. 0 jobs available, 1 job available, there's still jobs available. Kind of. What does my thing say? 3% unemployment. Jobs available 3,400. People employed 3,100. So we need... Wait a minute, and then there's 3% unemployment. I guess that's just structural unemployment, as in... You know, you can't avoid having a little bit of people moving between jobs. I don't know. It says a lot of demand for industry, but then there's not actually enough workers, I don't think. There's still room for houses. Wow, we're out of water again. That's amazing. That was fast. I thought we just built this stuff. Can we get a bigger water pump? Alright, we do that. And then we join this up. No, just join it up good. And then we do this. And then we join it up. That's not... That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one, guys. Yes, demolish it. We don't want poop water. We want an outlet. Outlet, not an inlet. Wait a minute. Why can't I put this down? Is it because... Let me just demolish this pipe. Can I not demolish... Okay, demolish the pipe. Put down a... sewage... No! Go... Okay, well... Taxation policies, level 5 unique buildings, metro. Great, we can build a metro. New policies. Tax controls mostly. Education boost, cool. And now we can zone for high density. But we're not going to do high density in any of the existing stuff because all of that is small roads. And we can't really do high density in the small roads. So we're going to have to start a new residential area if we want to do a high density residential. Because I don't think the small roads can handle the amount of traffic. Unless it can, because if you look at that, it's not... I mean, that's congested there, but that's only because of the factories. None of this is congested. Let's not risk it. Let's not risk it. Alright. So I think we're going to expand the neighborhood here, because this is part of this. So we're going to expand that to include this stuff. What are these icons? What are they saying? What are you... Garbage has piled up. Oh, okay. I guess the garbage trucks can't go that far, can they? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, the garbage... No, the garbage can get that far. I don't know what's going on. Wait a minute. Incineration plant, okay. I believe I want to put down an incineration plant. Must be placed at roadside. And I believe the issue here is that the roads don't get there fast enough. So what I believe what I'll do is, in fact, can't upgrade. No, I want to upgrade. I think I want to build out this road, this major road here, and then is that actually perpendicular? No. Let me just build this out a little bit more, and then build this there. I might transform these into the roundabouts later on. And then I might want to put the garbage incineration thing here. There's no power. Hold on. Let me just do that. And there's no water. Let me just do that. Not operating? The incineration plant collects and burns garbage. Garbage reserves, processing rate. Garbage trucks in use. Alright, well, it's gonna start doing it. I'm gonna empty this. Empty this into the multiple problems. What does it mean? No more room. Building is set to empty its content and therefore it's not working. Well, that's good. That's what I wanted to do. So I want to empty all of that into the incineration plant. Does the incineration plant just burn stuff? It just burns things, right? Probably not a good place to put this in terms of, you know, tourism. People coming into the city just drive past your garbage incineration. Power's fine, water's fine. Garbage incineration status. What does that mean? Incineration, garbage production, incinerators capacity. Okay, so there's not enough incinerators to burn everything, so let me just put down like 3 more of these. Can I afford them? Wow, it's got high. Wow, the upkeep is insane on this thing. They require an insane amount of upkeep. But that should make the garbage disappear. Unless I'm reading this wrong. What does that say? Processing rate 48,000 per week. 48 times 4 is, yeah, 192. Garbage production 150. It uses a lot of water. And it produces a bit of electricity, not much. It looks fine to me, except it's not connected yet. I think that's what I want. So then I'm gonna empty all my garbage into the incinerators and then just get rid of the garbage dumps. And wow, they cost a lot of money. Holy cow, I just spent all my weekly income on garbage. Is it because of that, or is it just because I'm emptying this out? I don't know. We'll see what happens. But we don't have much of a surplus anymore, much of a budget surplus anymore. Yeah, I know I can zone high density. I don't want to do it. Maybe I should. Is there such a thing as high density farming? Is there such a thing? No. There's offices, there's no high density farming. Well, maybe I put some offices around this. Since there is demand apparently, but what is my unemployment? 7%. Let me try putting down some offices like around these places. do that. Just for trial and just for experimentation. See how that works out. Operating normally, garbage. I just want to see what's going on in the garbage. Garbage production 152. Garbage incineration capacity 192. I am burning this stuff, right? Garbage, no, alright, something like that. This is down to 92% full. So how do these work? Not operating, 6 jobs available, 0 out of 6 workers. Oh, I see, you need educated. Oh, uneducated 0, educated 2, well-educated 3, highly educated 1. Okay, well, and then the jobs are filled. Great, good job, guys. So stuff like this. Oh, I see. The farms only employ uneducated people. So if you want to have like a stupid city, if you want your city to be stupid, you can just have farms. These things, 16 uneducated, except that there are 9 overeducated workers. Wow, this is... I like this. I like the detail of the simulation, because look, the factory requires 16 uneducated workers, but there's actually 10 well-educated workers working there at this. So they're overqualified for the job. So they're not actually doing the jobs that they would like, because they're overeducated for that job. That's cool.